Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Can you hear me okay? Let me know if the audio is good. There isn't any music. Haven't quite figured that out, but we can sort that out. We can do plenty of talking and waffling on about Pokemon and some other things. So let me know in the chat if you can hear the audio okay. And I have put a poll up so we can see what symbiote we'll be using today. There's a mixture of three, but one of them's got to win. Should be quite interesting. So guys, how's your Monday been? Hopefully it's doing good. Do a couple of hellos. So we got hello to Tegan, Minecraft Transformers, Red Knight. We did have Southern Anna, but unfortunately can't make the stream, but they did pop in earlier, so I'll do a little shout out for them. Do we have any more in the chat? Ben's here. That's cool. Right. So I do something a little bit different this time. I thought it'd be quite fun to just have a rough sketch of the Pokemon done and start working on the symbiote over the top and then the colouring. Uh, One, because it just makes a change from drawing a standard Pokemon for anyone popping in and out. Two, it's just a bit easier, and I had a bit of time before the stream tonight. So wanted to get a bit of practice in and came up. I basically just took this nice pose of Giratina that we're going to venomize. We have got a poll out, and at the moment it's 50-50 for the symbiote used. Well, it was 50-50. Toxin's winning with the vast majority of the votes, which would be quite interesting. Um, So if Toxin does win, that'd be quite cool. We'll just give it a couple more minutes before we do anything else. Hey, Kingpin Creations. Good afternoon to you too, but for me, it's good evening. How's it going? So yeah, so basically, yeah, we're going to take a Giratina Pokemon sketch, which I've just literally, that's just saying, I've done a rough sketch for the Pokemon, so we've got a nice pose, nice sketch, and we'll add a symbiote over the top. Um, oh, it's neck and neck between Toxin and Carnage. That's going to make it a little bit more interesting. Just getting a drink of water, mate. Yeah, time zones confused me completely. The weirdest one was because most of the people watching my videos over in America, I'm releasing it at like 11 o'clock UK time if I'm behind, but it's normal time over there, about 10 o'clock. Because they were coming out an hour earlier. Yo, Justin, how's it doing? Need to make sure I drink plenty. Red Knight, I haven't read the lore. I've got your submission. I've had a quick scan of the picture. I haven't read any of the lore for any submissions yet. Um, I will read them nearer the time, but I can confirm I've got the image, I've got the submission. It's in the pot for submissions to be picked, so it has a chance. Venom from Venom 2 for the fusion drawing. I don't know which Venom that is. Oh wait, you mean the red one, Carnage? Hey, Stella Kitsune Illustrations. How's it going? Oh, nice, Justin. Early birthday presents are also fun. I got myself a present. I've got a 132-page book coming. I also got a few other things. So a shortcut thing for the iPad for the Procreate, which hopefully tonight it will work quite well. It's working at the moment. So first real test. I haven't really used it properly. Um, what else did I get? I got something for my martial arts, which I'll be using next week. And then I think that's oh, the raw pose from the movie. How are we going to do that with Giratina, though? Or you on about the next time I fuse Venom with something? That's not a problem, Tegan. As soon as you send it through, I'll add it to the pot of the lists. Guys, if you're sending a submission in for the community redraw, I'll do a little plug now. If you're going to send in your Christmas character in for the community redraw, the deadline is the 17th of November, and it's in the Word document linked on the last one, the Mahor, no, sorry, the Helgum Dark community redraw, where we did the supervillains. Basically, it's follow the document, submit a Christmassy character or one of the Christmas characters supplied, and you can send it either on Discord or via email, or in a couple of cases, we do have an alternative way if you have no access to them, but let me know in the comments. Hmm. I will see, Justin. I will see once we start putting it on. Right, now let's see which one's won because the poll is. Oh, we're going for Carnage on this one, are we? Didn't want the blue and the red, like the Carnage and Venom hybrid toxin, but you wanted. It looks like Carnage is winning. I tell you what, we'll give it another 4 minutes and then we'll go whatever symbiote's ahead of it. I've put in Dr. Virus as the law of frostbite, and I hope that frostbite makes sense for the original video. So whenever you meant Red does that mean whenever you mention Dr. Virus in your lore, that refers to frostbite? Or does it make sense in the lore for what you've put further down? I haven't read it, so I'm just asking the question. Oh, cassette beasts. Yeah, now you can do fusions on that as well. Go around with your little cassettes. Um, yeah, I've seen that. I've had a tiny I think I played it a tiny bit once, but I've seen that. I was tempted to do a video on that at some point. Guys, it's going to be a. Oh, should I tell you what's coming up? Do you want to know what's coming up for the next potential two videos that are coming up in the future? Just to give you guys a heads up, because I've got one coming up on Friday, which is a franchise we haven't worked with before, which will be quite cool and quite fun. And then I got another one coming up this month, which I also haven't worked with before. Minecraft says absolutely. Have we got anyone else who wants to know what else is coming up in this month? Okay, it looks like we're going to have a Carnage symbiote, so that's fine. I know what Carnage's symbiote kind of looks like. Um, oh, the poll just shifted. Ooh. Okay, Red Knight, that's fine. If it makes sense, then that's not a problem. King Creations, everybody loves a little sneak peek at something. Um, hey, Matthew, how's it going? Okay, I think we'll end it here because I've had the poll up for 23 minutes and Carnage seems to have won. So let's let me get a Carnage reference up just to be sure. I want a nice reference image for the symbiote. Um, because we all love the lovable, the horrible Carnage creature. More the eyes I want to get right, and the face. We'll see, Justin. I'm not sure what's happening on that one. If we will do that or not. It's too late. I closed the poll now, Minecraft. You can't. Okay, let's get a nice picture of Carnage up just for a reference. I know it's basically red with black bits all over it, but once you get a nice picture up of the face, we can kind of have some fun. I've tidied out my brushes and stuff, so I've got a couple of new brushes to use. So I'm going to do a clean sketch, and then we're going to ink over the top if the clean sketch isn't clean enough. Make sure I'm on the right layer, and then let's go. So I'm going to have to turn this eye venomized because it just makes sense. Or actually, let's do this one just picking up symbiote around his existing eye. I think that'll look quite cool if we have this kind of amalgamation of it around the existing eye that we've got. Then we can have that rough shaped eye, which I'll add the glow to a little bit. Kingpin Creations. I already know this is going to be a good drawing. Granite. Nice. Right. Obviously, we're going to have some lovely, lovely epic teeth because they are symbiotes. They just have incredibly, terrifyingly sharp teeth going everywhere, which is quite cool. Yeah, so about the two videos coming up, Friday's one is going to be an SCP video. Um, I couldn't think of any other topic really to do that would work with the franchise in question. Uh, if you want to know the franchise, let me know, but it's going to be quite. It's I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. You might have. It's only had 2 episodes out on YouTube, so it's quite a cool one. Well, I think it's quite cool. It's quite fun. I watched it and I was like, yeah, got to do those. Uh, Arceus, you'll never get out if I have anything to say with it. Giratina Wells, let there be carnage as he's dragged into the distortion world. Cool. I wonder if your OC will do is Christmas because what happened last time. It might be completely different. I'm not giving anything away on what's happening with the OCs or anything like that. If they're joining in on the Christmas or this month's redraw, so it'll be interesting for people to actually see it and have to figure out what's going on. Lots of sharp teeth throughout this one. Ginga doing his Ahsoka face. I'm afraid not, but I'm not looking behind just yet because we're concentrating on this. Which is going to be quite fun and quite interesting to have a few symbiote type tendrils coming off. So he kind of just have got that black around his eye as well, so wants to do the white for the eye. It's going to have a literally a few splatters of the white, but it's going to have a dark black type version coming down. Just a little bit, just giving some more that gruesome look. Bonita Throckmorton, hello. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good evening, morning, or afternoon, depending where you are in the world. Right, so we've got this, and then I want the symbiote to just come off a little bit. I guess the trick with the symbiote is these weird branch-like structures on them, because you've got them, but at the same time they make it organic before you have the kind of the inorganic pose. Which will then kind of give this almost like attached look on the face when we render where we color and render it. Should be quite cool. Also, guys, if you've got any questions about anything I'm doing on the stream, any art questions or something, just throw them into the chat and I'll answer what I can answer. The veterans here kind of know the drill. The rest of you guys just fire away and see what happens. Probably the best way to do it. So that's this one with that bit. I'm going to keep this kind of like side of the face more the normal style with the gold, I think, so that we have the effect happening. So I kind of like this transformation of having the organic parts from the original character in behind the venomized areas or the symbiote. How am I feeling today? I'm feeling good. I'm a little bit tired, but that's usually this time of night after a busy day, doing 9 to 5 and everything else. Started a bit earlier, so if I do yawn, I will apologise. Now that I've said that, that's contagious, so I will yawn. Um, and then yeah, I'm just chilling out by doing a bit of a drawing on the live stream and giving a heads up about Friday's video, which I never actually finished talking about. No, Friday's going to be an SCP video, and the franchise used is going to be Monkey Wrench, which I will link to the YouTube channel. But it is it's one that I came across while I was researching the Amazing Digital Circus. So I'm going to make those some of the characters from that into SCPs because it's only had 2 episodes and it's quite funny. At least I found it funny. I quite liked it. Third one's coming out at some point, so that'll be quite cool. And then we'll just take it from there in terms of what we're doing with it. If it kicks off and it works or not. I love being able to zoom now. The one perk of live streams is zooming compared to other videos, just because it gives me more freedom to add some more details without having to try and make it work. Basically, when it's sped up, it goes all jarry. What have we got? Zelic Illustrations says, I'm going to make a cockroach Pokemon. A pseudo-legendary of the region being bug and steel. That's quite an interesting concept. Justin says, in your opinion, who's the most powerful Universal horror movie mono? Mono? Oh, monster. Um, who's the most powerful Universal? The aliens from the Alien series. The reason I say that they're the most powerful is once they've laid a kind of like one of their embryos inside a host, it takes the DNA characteristics of that host. So they could completely turn again and again. They can constantly evolve and change. I think that's probably the scariest one going. Omega Prime, hi, how's it going? Justin says December the 14th, Dempsey. What's December the 14th? You got your bet on mummies. I'm I'm confused. What's happening on December the 14th? Um, Ben says I turn some nautical Leviathans into xenomorphs. I haven't actually done anything with the Leviathans in a while, have I? Might have to change that at some point. So Carnage has quite a few interesting symbiote bits on him. More black nodes as well, so we'll draw some connecting nodes over the top. But I'll do the connecting nodes afterwards because I can do them by um, I can do them by the actual texture on top, the end. That'll actually make more sense. Um, and I have a bit of symbiote coming around here. See, some aspects of Pokemon are going to kind of be the same, but other aspects will get changed. I want to kind of make some of these normal, but it's just still the golden color effect. But then I'm going to make some of them a bit more unique and abstract. Have some more fun with it. SV DLC Part 2 drops. Ooh, cool. Cause imagine a Reaper, Leviathan, Xenomorph. Mm, that's scary. But what about a Warper Xenomorph so it can teleport? Or a Mesmerized Xenomorph so it can make you kind of like come towards it no matter what? Oh god, the Snow Digging Leviathan as a Xenomorph would be horrifying. That would be quite cool. And the Reaper with a Xenomorph is just the Predalien but more aquatic, definitely. Mando Commando, long time no see. Sup? Glad you can make it. How's it going? So I want to add some more. The best way to add the spikes onto this, to add some more spiked areas onto the one that we've got for the Venomized side, because even though it's still a Carnage symbiote, it will still have quite a cool effect to it on these almost bone-like structures that come out from this. Well, it's kind of like all going to be like a bone-like structure. Uh, Demonica, Demonica, can we have Frankenstein over for dinner tonight? Demonica replies, we have no Frankenstein at home. Um, Please eat both Aaron Fold and Dean Claw. Oh, points out Aaron Fold and Dean down. Oh, Ghost Leviathan. Oh, that'd be quite creepy too. SCPs of dinosaurs. This would be a terrifying idea. That's an interesting one, actually. For any next is context is asking this. Uh, unless you already did this, could you do famous Halloween monsters as kaiju monsters? I haven't, but that's not a bad idea actually. I haven't done much with famous Halloween monsters, so turning some into kind of kaijus would be quite interesting. I did get on a fusion fix for a while, but now I'm looking at trying to do some other franchises. So as I say, Friday's going to be a Monkey Wrench SCPs. Later on this month, I've got some with Murder Drones happening because I recently watched all 6 episodes of that. I kind of binged them the other day while I was looking at some lore. Funny enough, while I was actually typing up the lore for the Amazing Digital Circus of Dragons. So I don't know what I'm going to do with Murder Drones yet, but I definitely want to do a video around them. It's not going to be folklore and it's not going to be making them human as such. Um, but it will be quite interesting to come up with something around that because episode 7 is confirmed for Murder Drones to come out somewhere. And looking at their schedule, it's roughly every 2 months, so might be an idea to do that one. Yeah, King Precocious, it's absolutely insane. I mean, I like the designs, but I've never watched it, and now that I've watched it, it's like I got to the end of episode 6, and I'm like, I've watched all of these now, I want the rest. Um, I just love how it works. SCPs is clothing. That would be quite interesting. It'd be really weird to see how, or to figure how to pull that one off, though. Right, I think this will be the last normal one. We'll probably have to look at my reference picture, though, because I believe I'm... Ah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That bit sticking up there. Oh, is it? What was that? Oh, actually, that needs to be done normally. That's right. There we go. That's part of the weird wing. Dark Lord's Dark Lord Space Castle. Will you do something with Doom? Yes, I already did. I kind of did a miniature thing with Doom. I did a Blitzo more monstrous and based his pose and some of the features of the Doom Imp, which was quite cool. But I'll definitely be doing something with Doom on the video as well because I've been playing that a lot lately. Which would be quite cool. What else have we got? I confused Murder Drones with the Amazing Digital Circus. I did think of doing some fusions potentially. I'm not sure if it'll be the Murder Drone video or I'll do that something like make them more, do something wackier with them, but we'll see. Yeah, the way it ended, I was like, wait, what's going on here? So it was nice to see that they had incorporated the sorry, they had incorporated the kind of like cliffhanger into it, and it's like, so just when you thought it gotten to an endpoint, they did something to make you think, oh my God, I want to watch more. Um, which was cool, but also slightly terrifying. Right, so what I want is for this one, actually have a symbiote tendril coming off it, and you're working its way around that part of the body. Do these weird, funky symbiote tendrils now because we haven't had much tendril happening. And we all know the symbiotes are gooey, weird creatures, and mid-transformation we've got all these types of tendril bits and that coming across, and they just look so much better once we put them. A Mega Prime, no one can stop me from making more SCP monsters. As long as you run out of Infinity Stones, it's fine. uh, how do you, how about do you think a Blue Beetle would be if he had both kite and venom attached to his body? Ooh, uh-oh, lost the pencil. That's an interesting one, to be honest. I've just lost my own drawing pencil. Second, guys. Found it. Interesting. It'd be quite powerful. I'm not sure he'd still be able to rival some of the other characters in the DC universe, but he would be up there, quite high up the list. Red Knight says pop up. I don't know what you mean by pop up. McCormick Spice's pop up ad. Oh, pop up ads. Yeah, I do apologize, guys. The ads will be happening on the channel. Sometimes outside of my control. With some new updates from YouTube, they kind of automatically select how ads go and where they're kind of going to be going. The only benefit we've got is that I can set the intensity of them. I just can't always turn them off. So I've tried to get them to be not as least disruptive as possible, where possible, if that makes sense. Stella Kitsune says, yeah, V's got a hero's death gone, maybe, but never forgotten. Yeah, but they left. I'm not being funny. Technically, yes, but also V might be able to get out of there. I'm a bit dubious about that. I've got a feeling it's probably a little bit more than meets the eye on that one, to be honest. You have an infinite amount of Infinity Stones. What are you? The Time Bureau from Loki. You know, just has them paperweights in the drawers. Hey, is Christmas pop? Oh, hey, it's a Christmas pop ad. I'm okay with that because yeah, I know you like Christmas. It's cool. It's one that you like. The only think of it this way: the only benefit is if an ad pops up, it helps the channel a little bit. The only drawback is it stops you knowing what I was saying mid-sentence. So I do apologize for that. I have got enabled so you can go back a bit and then come back to live. If you wish to, if it's something you were trying to listen to beforehand. But there's no other way really around that unless you're watching it after the live stream's completed, which is a bit of a pain and a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, that's not always something you can do on that, unfortunately. I do apologize. It's didn't used to have ads on it, but now that YouTube's kind of changing its ads policy, it's a bit it's just how it is. It's the platform. A Xenomorph Greymon behind me. That'd be quite cool. In fact, I still haven't finished or the artwork for that Xenomorph episode I was planning to do at one point. Might have to look into finishing that. Um, I think I could potentially cheat with an extra. No, that won't look right. I don't want to go too much away from the design of Giratina. I want to keep the main shape, but with the symbiote on it, so you kind of know it's got its body. Red to dark blue, possibly, possibly. Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break. I do apologize for this. I will just mute my microphone, and I'll be back in just a minute. I am back. Did I miss much? Let's see where I've left off. So the idea for the red to be dark blue could be quite cool with the symbiote bit for changing the colours because I will be adding these bits, but I'm gonna add them a bit more kind of more like a the symbol effect going across and fits. Let's see. What do you think about the name Chaotic Angel of the Blood Shadow? Real name and form Blood Shadow is the Angel Case. That's not a bad name actually. Stella's made my OC's Pokemon teams. Yeah, sure, Stella. Fire them on Discord. Or if you want to put them on for feedback and get everyone's opinion on them, feel free. But yeah, I'd love to see them. Omega Prime said, I sent Flare Prime to the Multiverse department. The Multiversal Mass department still recovering from Ben 10 from Earth 666, destroying half of it. Minecraft Transformers spilling the tea. I know Red Knight's waiting for next month because they're for it. What's your favorite Pokemon? Lucario's mine, and I've got Lucario figure right here. He's my favorite one. I also picked up a little Kakashi figure and a Broly figure to go up here, which is quite cool. And there is a fusion video coming at some point. I still have not gotten around to opening the Pokemon booster bits, which is kind of like 3 cards in a pack. And I confess I did open one of these each because I was curious what was in it, not to use in the video. But I'll also be using these fused with Pokemon for a video. Um, I haven't got round to it, so I haven't opened them. I really want to, but I've had to have priorities for videos that are coming out currently. Um, Another teaser and spoiler for you all. What else have we got? Um, Galahound19 says, I have a question. When you first started your YouTube channel, were you nervous? Did you have any issues? I was petrified. If you look at the older ones, I've got no confidence compared to now talking. I never did voices. I just had music over the artwork. I just say a little bit. I was really nervous in front of the camera, and over time, it just developed into chatting to you guys, answering questions where possible, jumping onto like Koi Fish Gaming stream. For those of you that are here, you know that's my first ever live stream experience. Even before I did any on my channel, I was on one of his. Um, but yeah, it's just picked up from there really, which is quite cool. Yeah, and like Christmas, as long as I get snow at Christmas, which I haven't had in a very few years, if you get snow around Christmas time, it's magical and it makes it all. Um, it didn't miss much. Uh, I made say Chaotic Angel Sins. Okay. How's Christmas redraw going along? It's currently not. I'm still getting a couple of submissions through. We've had about 4, maybe 5 so far. Possibly 6 confirmed, but it is a case of it just takes a little bit sometimes for it to kick off. Once we've got the got them in, I can finish the. I've got an idea of the story anyway, so I've started mapping them out in the research notes. Basically, what I do now is I use a program called Notion for my script writing and everything, and then I'll whack it into a Word document um, on my personal Google Drive to read out the script in front, so I can zoom in and increase the size of the font and that. And I can also use that to go into a few other things that I do with it. But the main gist of it is I create the scripts, but I use 2 windows. I have a window open which has got the script and a window of all the research bits. So all the submissions that are submitted and the law all get put into this research script, email, Discord, and then I've got all the information in one place, including all the pictures. And once that's done, the winning ones will get
I can use the reference from that to what I'm writing at the same time. So that's about as far as it's gotten to, a little behind the scenes there. But what I do is I tend to pick. I know I didn't last month. I didn't do one from the Discord, but I kind of normally pick at least one from the Discord, one from email, and that's a random generator for the rest. But last month I tried a random generator for all of it, and it turned out it was all email. So that's what we got. We got. But I will be picking some Discord ones and some email ones this time. I've got an idea of maybe one that I'm definitely going to do, but that's about it. But I'm not spoiling whose or what because that's not entitled. That's not fair enough for others. Are you sort of the idea of backroom entities as dragons? Not sure about dragons, but I have got a ton of research on a couple of entities that I've done. Um, there are a few backroom entities that I've gone to have kind of like a look at, and I am quite interested in them. It's hard to actually do them. Hound was one that I was looking at actually. The Hound, the Smilers, um, the Halloween Demon looked quite cool with the pumpkin ones as well. And there was a couple of others that I saw that I was quite interested in, and I've been looking up. So I've been looking into them in between getting research, but I haven't decided what I would do with them. I'm still open to the idea of dragons, but it just depends on how many dragon videos have been done by the time it goes on that rotation. Um, Red Knight, you're right. The deadline's not over yet. If you want to take part in the redraw, watch the Helgam Dark Academy, the last redraw that dropped. It's the one before the Amazing Digital Circus as Dragons, and you can submit via the details in the description. Uh, Stella Kitsune says, I'm making another YouTube channel called Regional Pokographic, where I'm planning on making videos about different Pokemon separated into episodes covering uh, different Pokemon. That's quite cool. Narrators in the cassette beast video. That would be an interesting one. They're currently they are in the Amazing Digital Circus, and if that doesn't do too bad, then it's open to being a part two. I don't know where it sits at the moment. It's been doing okay, in all fairness, but I would like to do something more with the Amazing Digital Circus. I think the tricky thing is it's only had one episode out, the pilot, so there's a lot of speculation over um, the series as well as everything else. That needs to be like flame. Left for Turtles. Hi, welcome to the stream. Also, guys, if you haven't already, leave a like on the stream if you can. It really helps push the video out to more viewers and a larger audience. It's free to do and it just helps out. Shameless plug in there, but it's got to be done. Um, the redraw video will be on this month or next month because it's a Christmas stream redraw video. Now the redraw video currently is planned for this month. Next month, I'm not sure if I'm going to do something a little bit different. Um, I already have an idea of my theme. To be honest, it's a theme that it's kind of a cool theme, so I've got an idea for that. It's just a case of deciding what if I'm putting any extra elements in for the theme. Um, what's happening for the one at the end of this redraw happening. Although this redraw might end up being on if it ends up on the Friday at the end of the month, it will be the 1st of December it drops. So there might be two more redraws in December, depending on what I choose to do. Because it's either the 27th or the 1st. It's going to be one of those two. But on Monday the 20th, I'll tell you guys now, it's going to either be a video or it's going to be shifted to another day in the week because I'm not available that night to do a live stream. Just a date for your diaries. If you're wondering why there's no live stream on the 20th in about 2 weeks, it's because I have a prior engagement I cannot get out of. No kidding. I'm also thinking of making my own YouTube channel. Yeah, if you're doing a YouTube channel, the best advice I can give you is just to upload your first video, see how it does. Look for something to improve because you're never going to get it right for your first 100, for example. Yeah, your first 10 to 100, you're going to be learning stuff all the way, easy. Um, just build it up bit by bit, take it by thing. Don't get bogged down by the numbers. Do what you like doing, and just see how it goes, and just see if it works for you. That's the only advice I can do. Is just start it and just get into it. It's one of those things where you just got to do it to actually get it started and to try it. You can plan all you want, but until you actually do the until you actually upload a video or some content and then see how it does and try and build that up, you're not going to get anywhere. There's so much to learn that you will pick up over time. Um, hey, a Christmas theme redraw video is a Christmas theme redraw video no matter what month it's on. That is true. It will. So this one does have a bit of a Christmas theme. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it. Maybe it should have a dark Christmas theme. We'll see. I haven't fully decided on that bit yet, uh, which will be figured out a bit later on. So the other thing to bear in mind is that this has a patterned line bit going down here and here. Sorry, just jumping back to here. So I might have to make that a certain colour going all the way up where the lines aren't, but also matching with the symbiote stuff. That's work. I think this hind leg I would like to be normal. Just to give a small semblance of normality in the bottom corner. That way it kind of basically the rule of thirds. If I'm venomizing something, I kind of want a third of the picture, whether it's the symbiote or the actual object or creature being venomized, how it should be, and the rest of it coming around the other way, which would be quite cool. Then we're gonna have some of the normal design here, which is kind of like that purplish color, purpley black color bit here, and then I'll venomize the part of the back of the legs. Need another sip of a drink. The Masquerade of the Performer might work good with the redraw video, but Frostbite makes more sense. Yeah, you've submitted Frostbite, so that's the one that's going to be used. I'm going to make a rule because it's usually one for submissions. Unless you state on the second one, forget the first one, go with this, then I will do the first one regardless. If you submit, and you'll only have up until the deadline. If you submit anything after that saying change it or anything, it's not happening. You're stuck with what was done. I think that's fair. Give you guys a chance to make sure you've got the right submission for the redraw thing. I suppose the other thing is, what other series would you like to see on the channel? Because I'm looking to branch out to do some more. Um, would you like to see more of the Amazing Digital Circus? The dragons one, I did have fun on the dragons. Some of them were really difficult to figure out what I was going to do with them, to be honest. Especially Pomni. I saved her till the end because I had no real idea what to do, in all fairness. Rosario and a vampire. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe. I could definitely put that into a poll to see about that. Kirby characters as dragons. That could be interesting. I'd have to probably do video game characters as dragons and add Kirby into it. I wouldn't just do all Kirby characters and all that, in fairness. I still need to do TV cartoon characters and monsters or something, which I'll drop in somewhere. It is on the list. I was going to do it last month, but things kind of got away from me just a little bit last month with video stuff. That Amazing Digital Circus, when I chose 5 characters, I think I should have done 3. I kind of bit off more than I could chew, shall we say. And if I'm honest, it took a bit to get that video out. roughly on time. So I will be most likely doing 3 to 4 in a normal video, and then 4 to 5 in a redraw. The odd redraw I might do more if I can get a chance to, but it depends on time of year and what's been done in it. And that's just to be like transparent with you guys on it. I would love to be doing this full time, but because I work 9 to 5 or 9 to 5:30, basically I've got a regular job full time, and then I do this in my spare time. So I'm kind of working 2 jobs. Because I don't do this full time, I can't commit as much as I'd like to some of the artwork or some of the videos that I want to do, which is a little bit of a nightmare. Yes, Dark Lord Space Castle. I need to catch up on the season from the anime because I'm behind. Because I used to watch it on Crunchyroll, but I love the first season on it, and just yeah, some of the characters like Gojo and that just they're insane. I've been looking at some of the stuff and I've been thinking, shall I do something with them? I turned Gojo into a dragon in one of my anime characters as dragons. I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one, but I turned him into a dragon and he looked like a more humanoid dragon with his like the blindfold over his eyes and just the cool look and just the pose that he's just yeah, it just worked so well. But definitely up for doing some more of those characters as something if people want to see that. The best thing to do is I tell you what, the really simple thing to do is to put your suggestion in the comments if you've got a suggestion and ask people to if they want to see it, put likes on it. The more likes a suggestion gets, the more likely I am to do it. And we'll go with that one. That'll be a great way for you guys to let me know, other than the polls that I put out, what you want to see content wise. If you suggest something and everyone's like, yeah, I like it, yeah, or loads of people suggesting the same thing. Actually, a better idea. Skip that idea. If you like a suggestion someone's done on the comments for a video, or you've got a suggestion, also comment that same thing on a new comment on that video. The more comments we get for the same type of topic or the same subject of a topic, or something similar, the higher the chance of me doing it. And also something you think's new and potentially blowing up over YouTube or something that might be a good series to do that you've come across. Suggest them as well, because if I get a lot of suggestions for it, I'm more likely to give it a go. And that's how you guys can help influence what's on the channel for what you want to see, but also, um, you know, just let me know almost directly what you want to see, other than these live streams. I have seen Overlord. That's the one where isn't that the one where he's stuck in the video game after the servers closed down, and he's a big like skeleton head with like this huge armor, um, with this like uh, is it Marin or Margin or something? This kind of like demoness woman that looks really really good looking with horns, dark hair, and wings and stuff. She's devoted to him. I think that's the one you're on about. Right. I'm going to give him a normal tail because I think a normalish tail would look quite cool at this point. Now the wings. Oh, because I haven't venomized much on this. So these are going to be quite interesting. Because these are kind of like flying black blob meshes. So we're going to have to... Tell you what, Justin, I'm going to try one of your ideas if you're still there. Only on one wing, I'm going to adjust it. That's it, albedo. To be more... Yeah. Um, if you guys have got an option if you want to support the channel. You don't have to. By all means, it's not a deal breaker. You still get all the videos, the streams, and um, links to everything, and join on these live streams. Um, there's a Patreon for £5 a month where you get the artwork and inks from the videos, and I will try to get them out a day before. Sometimes it is on the day of the video, depending on what's happening. Um, but there's literally a Patreon of well, I say all, it's got the vast majority of the artwork going on there. And as it grows, there'll be more things on there. There may be specific content that might be on the Patreon eventually over time that's not on the members section or the main section. Um, or you've got channel memberships where there's two tiers. One's $2.99, one's $4.99, and basically you get access to the channel member posts, the cool emoji icons, which Minecraft can probably spam into the chat about now. The more members we get, the more icons we kind of unlock, which would be quite cool. And then yeah, you also get a link to a Google Drive with the artwork on it so that you can get access to that. And on the Discord via Eve, if you're on the Discord, you get a access to members only section, which gives you the links in there. Or you can, if you suggest content on any of these, on a members post, the Discord, and the member section or Patreon, you've got a higher chance of a video being done around that because it's member suggested. Um, but yeah, Minecraft, that's it. You've got some of the emojis. We've got our four main narrators. You also get a lovely little emoji next year for how long you've been there. But yeah, that's if you guys can and want to. There's no pressure to, as I say, it'll be great if you can, but I appreciate, if you could just like a video, watch a video, share it. That is absolutely amazing, and it does just as much for support and for help on getting the channel out there so that everybody else can enjoy the content. That's my shameless plug. I'm trying to get used to actually saying it so I can record a better. Full disclosure, I kind of just took how I based my shameless plug in the last video similar to how it's done by early Pop Cross days for the Patreon bit and that, but I am working on chucking together something new as a sort of like plug for stuff on the channel. But as I say, there's no obligation to do that. It's not going to impact, yourselves being on the channel or anything. It's just a case of, if you can, you want to, thank you very much. If you can't, like, share, and subscribe. That's it. Um, I've missed Summit because I've just seen Omega Prime go, here I come, Minecraft Transformer, use creeper eggs, take this Minecraft Transformers. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. I've missed something in the chat, but never mind. Red Knight says, a new update on the plushie. My grandma will get a tracking code for the plushie from the maker. That's cool. I had to wait a little while for this doohickey to arrive, which I've left too long. It's gone on standby mode. Come on. That's fine. I'll sort it in a minute. I'll reconnect it. All right, let's have these more than normal ones. Oh, what do you mean for the last stream? No, he doesn't have to get me back for the members bit on that. That was me just being super generous to Koi for all the support and that he's done behind the scenes over time and the tech support and stuff. That's just me just, supporting his channel. I'm not expecting it back, and nor will I I've told him it's what's it? Non-regiftable. It was non-regiftable. Um Can I do the narrator's review to the Venom movie? Not this time. Um, However, do I want to spoil that bit for you guys? I have something coming up for some of the videos potentially. Do you know where I put the circular icons of the narrators? I tell you what, here's a question for you guys. While we've got a selection of people here, I don't know how many viewers we've got, but when you watch the videos and I've got the narrator circle icons, do you prefer the icons or would you prefer either seeing me talk as the narrator voices or having something just moving on the screen like an animated narrator or something talking? I'm trying to figure out what to do because I know I could let you know who the character is by having like an overlay like Pop Cross has where it just comes over the front or something and then I'm talking and that's one way to do it. But sometimes when I'm doing the characters, I don't have to worry about looking at the camera when I'm doing it with the icons. I'm just wondering what you guys would kind of be interested in. That being said, we've done the main bulk of the drawing, so perhaps if I close the edges and work with this, we could probably just use this to be honest. Let's see how bad it is when I select it. Um, oh no, it's bad, right. So that I've got that design. I'm going to quickly go over it with a comic inker. Basically, I've got to ink it again because we've just drawn the main bit, but it won't take too long to this. I'll take the main bits out, and then we can do what we need to do. Who do you think is most likely to get venomized out of your OCs? Demonica would because she'd know a lot about uh the symbiote, I expect, because it might class as a demon in her dimension. Aaronfold would just because he'd think fighting it would be fun and he can own it and then it'll becoming like an internal struggle. Why not have you talking as them, but the character icons pop up when you do the voices of certain characters? Um, so basically the first one where I do the voice at the start of the video, and at the first time I do that voice, you have an icon pop up so you know who it is, or an icon pop up somewhere else on the screen. That's what I'm thinking with the narrators, who's as well Kingpin Creations. That's what I'm trying to figure it out. Um, it's still a process. It's still in development, and we're still working. I tell you what, actually, no, we're going to do a different style for this one. Forget erasing that. I don't need to erase that. That merge that down. Keep that there. I don't need that. I do need to duplicate that. I want another layer here and behind. All right. Give me a second to reconnect this Bluetooth tablet a second. This pen pad. Cool. So what I'm going to do is something slightly different. I'm going to actually figure out a background color. Maybe should go for a darker blue. Maybe we'll go for that. I'm going to lock one of these layers and turn it off. So that's multiply. I might duplicate that one more and merge it down just so we've got some solid layers. I'm basically going to digitally paint this slightly. So I'm going to do a different style. I'm going to make it more paintery style. It will still have the majority of the design that's happening, but all it means is that I can do a quick background. So for the background, what do you reckon? Should we have him in the sky? Should we have like this? Yes. Oh, that's it. That's it. Um let's have that color palette for that. Let's have that. Drop that in the background. I've just come up with an amazing idea for what I want to do. Painting new. So that needs to go. Needs to go down. It's not going to make much sense just yet for you guys, but it will makes some sense eventually, I hope, for what I'm doing. I'm not completely convinced of what I'm doing yet, though. I'm literally experimenting here at this point. Um, then I want to go onto this contour, bit of a grunge effect, blow that up a little bit, maximum. Ooh, I'll do a layer above here with just some did I put that in there? What the other day. Kind of make a bit of sense, but what I'm trying to do is get a rough background idea on it, and then we can work on it. You're working on a pitch for a zombie narrator for 2 weeks ago, and got that finished. That. Oh, that's quite cool. Um, which Venom host do I prefer? Normally the original one, but I quite like the idea of Toxin recently because it's something different. Potentially different anyway. But I'm just going to throw together this super. Did I not take over? Ah, there we go. I'll make that void in the middle look kind of cool in a minute as well. I got some ways to do that, but obviously I need to do like a star night background type thing. What I plan to do on this is to that's quite cool, the color dodge. Like that, and then push that, duplicate that, and have that as a the best one of that because I want it to be like a we have that on color, and we'll lock those down for now, and then we'll build them up after. So we'll create a group, we'll lock that. We've got that one. We'll add a couple layers in there, and then we want the base color. So the original base color, Giratina, is quite a greyish color. Pen, I want a painting brush. I just kind of want to. Where is that one? Okay, so it's around the face. But it needs to be a bit more of a different grey colour around that bit. Oh, it has been a while since I've done some paintery, but I decided I wanted to just drop some in for a few areas of the face and most of the top of the skull. And I just want to get the grey area. I'm just going to get some basic flats on this layer in colours. So I kind of know it's this. I know his body's kind of the lighter grey. I'll drop that over the top. Just want to something. I'm not too worried about going over a bit. I just want to. I know that's the main bulk grey. Then I can just go this. I'll be more selective with the symbiote over the top. I just want to. It's weird. It's kind of you pick the colours that you want to kind of give the effect to be. I will have a combination of paintery over with my own one. It's just my own style. It's just a case of it's a bit easier to initially just best way to describe it is slathering a load of colour on it. Just chuck a load on there and work on it. But it's also quite cool when it starts to come out from the kind of comes out from the background a little bit, and you start getting this. You start getting the shape on the background looks quite cool. I can't describe it. It's just something really satisfying about how that looks. At least to me, anyway. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's quite nice to see the effect happening. Obviously, the tail is going to be kind of the bit in here will be two. I will tidy this up when I do a pass over. It's not going to be end of the world. And then this might be a two-part stream, but I just want to get enough of the core design and concept down to be able to say, you know, this is what we've got color-wise. This is how it's looking. Does this work? Hey Tony, how's it going? Glad you can make the stream. We are going to be here for a little bit. Might be a two-part stream because I'm doing a digital painting style, but we have to see what happens with this one. That's going to have that over it. Symbiote, that's not going to worry. There's going to be a dark color in there, so I probably want the nearest color to black that I've got. For two reasons. It's got to go out to where the symbiote is. Now, I'm not doing these on separate layers for now because it is a paintery style. I will be adjusting things as I go along. I'm just getting the core of the bit colors that I want in the flats. I will be using a mixture of this and my original painting style. Omen Heart, you've arrived and ready to cause chaos. Welcome to the stream. Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you're doing well. I'm basically just working. Actually, I might do a new layer just for the horns, where it's the yellow color. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm just taking the. I'm getting used to my new shortcut tool as well now. So now that we've done most of the drawing bit, it's kind of time to get used to the pen tips shortcut thing for the iPad, which works with Procreate, the software I use. Um, is a bit costly, but it should be worth it. It should basically the idea is I've got this instead of a Bluetooth keyboard that's like to there. So this should be easy to take around with me and carry around and use, um, which should work out quite nicely. I'm not worried about going over the lines a little bit at the moment. Um, as I say, there are a few things I need to do once I've done this. I haven't done the paint me style in a little bit as well, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how this turns out. It should turn out quite good in all honesty. It shouldn't be too bad, and obviously being this quick color roughing, I'm not worried too much about going over the lines a bit. I will tidy them up. As I said, I'm just trying to get a bit more of a color drop on this from where things potentially should be. Which means I've got to block out certain bits that won't be used. I will, but we've also got the bits that are still the same color. Of course, I'm picking one of the colors like a flat color. I'm not picking the highlight or the shadow color yet. There are different ways to do that depending on your style and preference. If you want a more anime style, or if you want another style, there are ways to do the once you've done the flats to render it out, and that's in what you want to be done. I'm not doing too bad, Hart. I streamed a little bit, started the stream a bit early, and I already had the well, quickly threw together a Pokemon pose sketch for Giratina, so that we can just get onto doing the Venom outline, and then I was going to ink over the top, and I thought, well, you guys have just watched me basically ink it, sketch it over the top instead of inking it straight out, so it's going to make this go forever if I right, merge that down there. Not worried about that. Remembered I got the pen tool. Which is quite cool. Yeah, we're just building this up to have the rough base. I say rough base, a rough color palette similar to what we want. But have you guys got any questions or anything? Art questions? Um, need to know how to do anything art wise, YouTube starting wise, anything like that? Then let me know, and if I can help, I'll help. I'm not entirely sure how long we're going for. I mean, we have been going for about an hour 15 now, so we're doing good progress. We'll see where we get to. But usually we do about 2.5 hours to 3 hours on the stream. Being as this is a digital painting, it'll probably take longer to do. So this will break up to be next Monday's stream as well, potentially. Um, which would be quite cool to just be finishing off the bits on it. Am I doing any Digimon Venomized? Oh, I might do. I haven't done a lot of Venom ones on the channel in a while. I was going to do Friday's video as add Venomized into what I'm doing Friday, but I wrote most of the script out and forgot to add it in all honesty. So I'm just going to have to wait to a future date on that one. Maybe I should do Murder Drones Venomized. Or Murder Drones as something and Venomized would be quite cool. Thank you so much for gifting a membership. Who's the lucky person? Justin, congratulations on getting a membership. Be sure to thank Koi Gaming or you'll be in trouble. Which is quite cool. And how's it going, Koi? Oh, hello. Congratulations on being a member for 7 months. Wow. Nearly feels as long as I've been a member on your channel. Kevin Hart says, I've been working on what the headmaster, not Loki or Loki variant. Um, I just hope the headmaster isn't disappointed with the results and Krampus doesn't mind losing a minion. Yo, America, what's up? How's it doing? And glad you can make it to a stream. Venomized Happy Tree Friends. Oh, I might do that actually. I'm looking for something. Like I said, I'm looking for other franchises and stuff to jump into, or even simpler ones like Happy Tree Friends or something to jump into and then do something with. I think that could work rather well. Should be quite cool. You're making dinner. Same old. Life doesn't change. That's cool. I'm as you can tell, I'm just digitally painting away. So yeah, what's I'll tell you what, if you could venomize any Pokemon, what Pokemon and what symbiote? Let me know, guys. And if you got a really cool suggestion, I may do it on another live stream. So who would you do? Which Pokemon would you potentially venomize? And with what symbiote? Jumpers with any symbiote. Nice. Koi, you don't have to. But thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. And congratulations to everyone who's just got on a membership. We've got America, Tony, Omenheart, Stella, and Alan Animations. Be sure to thank Koi Gaming for being so generous to give out 5 memberships. All I got is dings going off in my ear, which is probably floating over my face about now. Yeah, new members, be sure to enjoy new member posts, any of the behind the scenes stuff that I'll be dropping out, and the content that'll be shared before videos drop. At least while your membership happens. I haven't actually gotten onto it. I know I've been meaning to, but I haven't had a chance to get directly onto the onto doing the actual reading of it just yet, Omen Heart. I am definitely getting onto it. It is bookmarked. It is there. It's ready to be looked at. I just haven't actually gotten around to getting onto that bit. Cross between work being really busy and yeah, just a bit of a manic weekend family wise. Yeah, Minecraft. He might have burnt supper to get those guys memberships. So, you know, be sure to say your thank yous to Koi and yeah. And I do appreciate it, Koi. Thank you so much. Suppose the other question is there a franchise that, you know, you guys think might do well, but we haven't done yet on the channel? I know it seems like fishing with you guys for ideas. I've got a few in mind of stuff that I haven't done on the channel yet that might do well, but I'm always curious what you guys might think of or make of things. Cool, got his eye in there. I got an idea for those, so I'll change that. Where's the bone? So I need to create his carnage color now. So I will do a new layer over the top. I'll go for a darker red for this, and I may actually go for the selection tool. I did look at Metabot. I was thinking about doing Metabot fused with something. Venom Venomizing Transformers to Dragon Ball Z. That'd be quite interesting. Cool. Right. So yeah, I'm gonna go freehand around a load of this because I think I want to see how well the freehand's gonna work on part of this tool. Just because I've got so many bits down here, it's like I said it now. Actually, why not? Let's just go. I don't care about going over the lines now. Let's just get a rough idea of this with loads of red around the side. It looks daft, but it'll make sense in a bit. Don't worry. Um, that's gonna be normal over there, so it's gonna be red over here for an idea of some of the color. Painting style is definitely much slower than my other style. Seriously slower in comparison. In fact, it's amazingly slow in comparison. Gargoyles in old series. Yeah, Gargoyles I did think about. I'm not sure how well that'll do though. But I have thought about Gargoyles as a topic to do before. Maybe incorporating it into another series rather than just being on its own. Instead, like might not be able to make a full video of it, but I might be able to, I don't know, do folklore or mythical creatures or something, and have gargoyles as the gargoyles from it as a part of them. I don't know, mythical creatures SCPs or something. Yeah, I think this is probably going to work, but I think I'm going to have to go back to my other idea. Um, just because there's just so much to do on this. Uh, there's quite a few cool ideas in here, actually. Nice. Let's change the pen to the comic inker. That's usually the best one to do for these little details. I have thought about doing a stream completely in grayscale and then colouring it afterwards. What do you guys think? If I actually did the rendering of all of the stuff in like greys, and then after we've got that, we add colour over the top of it in a stream. Do you guys think that might be something you'll be interested in seeing? Working with values and another technique to make more realistic art, if that's what your style is going to be, or what you're going to choose for your style. Yeah, I know quite a few art techniques, so it's like just because I'm sticking to one doesn't mean I don't have a couple in mind that you guys could use to depending on your style. Might do that on a live stream then. Or on a small video, just sort out grays and sort out it working as in those ones have. That, and then I can show you how to use gradient maps over the top, which could be quite cool. Yeah, I'm not so much worried about that. 100%. That's going to be more. For this. This is where it gets tricky. It's remembering all the lines that are supposed to be a certain color on the symbiote bit that I want to do for the sections I'm doing more than anything else. It's also the bit where I sometimes think, why did I put a tendril or something here? Or why did I do this? Like, why was I thinking this? What possessed me to put something at this point here? Because now it's like, oh, that's a load of extra lines I've got to fill in. Cool. That's the point, guys. All you new members, spam your emojis. You've got them. Use them. I might be, but I already know what the artwork looks like. I've seen the artwork already. It's one of the perks of being on a Patreon. But yeah, I've seen the artwork, and I know there's going to be more in depth behind the logic of this phase. Wednesday, so 2 days time on this one. Yeah, guys, I love seeing those emojis. I need to. The more members we get, the more emojis we can get, so we can tailor them. And I'm going to tailor some of these to some of the newer artwork as well. That looks quite cool. I just feel it's got to be done. I'm not worried about being perfect. I just want enough of the bits that I'm working on to be. Once you use the symbiote, it's very tricky to keep a lot of the symbiote elements how you want them. That's the point. Who wants to see more of the amazing digital circus if it's doing well? I actually have no idea what the count is at the moment on it. I was hoping it'd do quite well because it took the internet by storm. But I think the content got flooded so much that people are. It's not quite as. Some topics aren't quite as well received as others currently. Which is why I'm also looking to do Murder Drones, since the episode 7 should come out, and this Monkey Wrench one on Friday as SCP. So some rather cool character designs, and I'm really looking forward to this week just fleshing out some really more monstrous versions of some of them, which would be quite cool. I've also done a slight twist in my SCP video for this one, so it's going to be a little bit different than normal. It'll be quite cool. I know 74 million views is absolutely amazing, but is that on my name and heart? Because if it is, that'd be amazing. But I'm pretty sure I'm on probably about 510. I have actually been watching Pluto. Koi Fish. I've been watching a bit of that. I haven't finished watching all of it yet, but that is another one I might have to take your advice upon and you know make into some form of video. I got a few things lined up. I've started planning out. Like I said earlier, I have been researching into backdoor entities. Uh, I know I'm slow to the party on that, but that might do well. Murder drones, again, I'm slow to the party on that, but it's got another episode coming out, so that should do really well on that. There's a few others that I'm looking at, but Monkey Wrench is the first one because it should hopefully be a nice, easy one. And as I said before, guys, if you weren't here, on Monday, the 20th of November, there will not be a live stream. If I can, I'll get a video up in time for it, but I'm not promising a video. If there's nothing on that Monday, it will probably be on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, something dropping, as well as some on the Friday. That's cool. Right, I'm going to take a break a minute. Just quickly, I need to refill my water, and so I've got some to drink. I will put this on mute, and I'll be back shortly. In case you guys missed that, I was just saying I've got plenty of water now to keep us going, and we'll continue with what we're doing. Back rooms, back rooms, back doors, back rooms, entities, back doors. Maybe back rooms. One of them, I know. Oh no, sorry. Back rooms, but there's also Roblox back doors, which is another one that I've got on my list. Um, but yeah, I've got plans for franchises I haven't used before into our original mix, as well as I do want to do that Amazing Digital Circus Part 2, but I also wanted to hit a certain number before I do that. So I'm being very selectful with my videos coming forwards. I didn't know there's an issue with the monster's foot, but congratulations, Tegan, on fixing it. It's always nice when you get around to something and then you fix something. You're like, yes, I've done this. I've succeeded in this. I've managed to do this. Maybe at the end I'll do that. Right, so let's get this. What else do we have? Ben, are you on about how on Popcross's video the multiverse is screwed from the ending that you just said I wouldn't believe, or how on something else the multiverse is screwed? Because if it's on the one that Popcross has done on his video, I ain't seen that yet. I kind of know what happens in terms of I kind of got a guess. I've seen the artwork, but I don't know the full story yet. So if it's that multiverse, then no. If there's another multiverse, then sure. Stella's doing this currently doing sketching on how a few of your Pokemon interact with. That's quite cool. Yeah, that way. Yeah, no spoilers on Potcross's video because I haven't seen it and I don't know if anybody else here has or hasn't seen it and wants spoilers. Um, so if you want to uh, talk about that in the comments somewhere or something that I can't see on his video or something, or hold it until the next week. I appreciate you kind of like excited and want to talk about it because I knowing Potcross, it's a big like he's been setting this up for a while, so it's going to be a big big shift from what everybody was expecting. But at the same time, spoilers. That's the point. Ben, have you ordered his book? That's the point. Is anybody orders Popcross's book? I'm curious because I think it's awesome that he's got an art book out, to be honest. And one day I will too. Just not today. Okay, that's looking quite cool on that bit there. So now what I need to do is pick the colour I want for the other bit, which is probably going to be not quite gold. Well, he has kind of just talons and claws. What colour are they normally? Oh, they're black. They're kind of like a black colour. Oh, I can have fun with that. Blackish blue. Yeah, that work. You haven't. Why not, Ben? You have to. I want to so bad, but at this point, I'll probably have to wait until Christmas. Kingpin Creations. Yeah. Everyone's like, I want it, but I can't afford it. I'm planning on getting it at some point in the future. My best friend thought it was like a colouring book. I should be getting it next Monday if the delivery estimate was right. Yes, I've bought the book. I've already said like ages ago I was going to. So when it came around to it, it's like, yeah. As soon as he announced it, I put the money aside for it, which would be quite cool. What am I looking for now? Something else that's going to be this color. I can't remember what. Oh, yeah, the wing. That's what. Uh, my best friend and I talked about how it has all of his monster drawings and multiverse tales, so it gave me an idea what to get. It does, but it's basically for all the beasts and monsters that he's done throughout multiverse tales, along with it's more the beast characters like the dragons and stuff, but they're not. It's hard to explain. He did it better in one of his videos, but yeah, it is. He's going to bring out potentially another two at some point, which would be quite cool. I will bring one out somewhere. I've always wanted to, but I've got a few plans on things. I'm planning for the channel. So the first one is something with hopefully using Procreate Dreams when it drops at the end of the month, because I've got that coming. Pre-ordered that, which is quite cool. It looks like some cool animation software, so I'm looking forward to having some fun with that and experimenting. If you're on about a book with writing in it, it's not. The next two books, he was considering, and he's made this public on his community posts, is superheroes of the multiverse and one to do with his mechs and stuff. I'm pretty sure it's those two. He's announced them on his one of his. Was it a community post or was it one of his It's either the community post, the merch bit, or it's on Instagram. I've seen it somewhere on his social media. So I expect it's going to be one of those two, depending on how well that book does. Although I've got some, I've got, I've also got something big happening in the storyline with the narrators before the end of the year. Just as a little something, I can't say what, but it's something big. So it's something that's potentially an actual game changer in everything. Just to chuck that out there for you guys, you know, be sure to be watching my one for the end of the month, because there's something really big going to be happening in sort of like by the end of the year, start next year. Was my episode actors also? I should have asked when he's going to draw Captain Doom. I think there's no. Okay. Maybe you should have asked. You could always go back to his comment section and ask and see if he answers. Um, Probably won't. I don't know. Depends on how long it's been since his video's gone live. But to be honest, if you're asking for like what's going to happen next and this and that, he's not going to tell you. The best place to get spoilers. No, you do not. Green screen, go away. I'm not feeling. It's disconnected. How am I getting a green screen? Wow. Oh crap! I know how. Oh, right. I know. Please bear with me, guys. I know exactly what's happening. I know exactly why I get that message and that thing come up. And hopefully this is going to sort it. So hopefully the green screen's gone. As such, also has my other screen. So let me find that. Cool. Yeah, but Ben, in all fairness, even though it's past an hour, he's probably not going to give you any spoilers. If you want spoilers, there's only one place to get it, and that's his podcast. What, your monster's starting to confuse you because you don't know the anatomy, or?
Am I back? Can you guys hear me? If you can, leave a one. I know I've got a green screen. I will sort that. But am I actually back? Leave a one in the chat if you can actually hear me and I'm back. Um, the laptop, for some reason, I think my new charger cable and everything in kind of killed the laptop power supply and it caused it to crash. So I'm literally just reconnecting now. But if you guys can hear me, can see me, even though it might be a bit laggy, let me know. Right, so okay, but it's the chain processor. It's kind of like it's running things I've got to speed up. I'm not this. I'm not yet. So yeah, it's I know what's going on and it's all clear. I can get in here. It's actually fine. Yeah, it's just laggy. Um, so,